Hey everybody, welcome to Divinely Design Studio. For those that don't know, my name's Nicole, and today we are here for a stitch with me and also a diamond paint with me as well. So we're going to be here for probably the next 3 hours or so, and we're going to do like reverse sprints. So I'll chit chat through about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and then we'll have a break, and then we'll do that 2, maybe 3 times. Probably 3 times. So we're going to chit chat for a bit, and then we're going to get stuck into getting some stitches in and all that sort of stuff. Sorry, I'm just got a heap of messages come through then, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? So yeah. So basically, excuse me. I'm working on Humming of the Bees, and I'm trying to get this chart finished by the end of September. So I've got it set up now. I didn't do any yesterday, and I didn't do any this morning because I was going to be stitching on it today anyway. So I'll do an update progress stitch tomorrow. So I've got it set up on my office desk now, over where I'm normally diamond painting this morning, but when I finish, I put it over on my desk, and then I just come out in the morning and drink my coffee and do some stitching, and I've been making some good progress on it. This is by Blackbird Designs. It's Humming of the Bees, and I've been stitching on this since, I think Chrissy said we started in 2023 or maybe 2022 as a birthday stitch for her and Deb from Frog Cottage Designs. So and I did a bit on it, and then basically it just got put away, and I sort of lost my stitching mojo and whatnot. So that's sort of where we ended up with that. So as I said, we will be doing some stitching for about 45 minutes. I just set my little alarm. I don't have a clock on or anything like that. And then I thought you said there was an echo. It's a summer echo. I so got to get new glasses, Toya. I'm like, oh my God, how's there an echo? Using the same equipment every day. So yeah, anyway, I'll just go back to what I was saying. So yeah, so I have got this, I've got my phone here, so I'll set a 45-minute to 50-minute alarm, and then when that alarm goes off, we'll go quiet for 15 minutes, get up, stretch, go grab a cuppa, all that sort of stuff. So that's what it's going to look like when it's finished. That's where I'm at. I'm stitching on 32 count, not 36 count, so my mine is slightly larger than the original one. And I believe, let me just find all this information for you, because it's a little booklet that you get. So I've changed the colors up. I just used what I had here, and I matched them to the best of my ability to what they were. I didn't change all of them out, but I did change about 5 or 6 out. And I changed things like Cider Mill Gentle Arts. I don't have a lot of Gentle Arts, so I swapped them out for things that I had in Weeks Dye Works and Classic Color Works. So yeah, so basically I've just been working away at that. So I've been chipping away at the house. This week I finished doing the brickwork up against this window, and I got these 2 rows in. And then I've started doing the window this morning. So I'm just putting down, like, because all of this that is cream that you can see now is actually the same color that is in the which I cannot remember what it is. What is that? It is corn silk. So it's like a yellowy, like the color of, when you get a cob corn, it's that sort of, and there's those silky bits on it. It's that sort of color. So it's a yellowy greenish color. And so the whole house is done in that, and including in the windows. But I don't know if I've got enough, so I think I may have to order some more. I've got to check my supplies to see if I've got some more corn silk in there. If not, I've got to change my supplies, or I need to make the decision and bring a DMC in for that, because it does have a DMC conversion for that. And it is 613, which I'm not too sure that I have any 613. So let me just have a look. If you haven't seen my crafting before, you'd know that there is what did I say it was? 613. Yeah, so it's a little bit different. So it's a more like, I don't think you can really see. You can see it's a sort of color there. I think I prefer the Classic Color Works because, or the Weeks Dye Works that I'm using, is it? Weeks Dye Works, sorry, because it's got that greenish yellow tinge to it, and you can actually see it where that would look a little bit too stark, in my opinion. So I might have to order some more corn silk. So I'll have a look at today after the stream. I'll get my Weeks Dye Work stuff out and have a look and see if I've got any more in there, because it's quite a common color in a lot of different charts, and I do have a couple of charts that are kitted up, so I might be able to take it from that and then just buy it and replace it into that kit to continue on. So today I'm going to work on the window frames, and then I'll probably start doing the fill-in for what we've got there, just to, so I mean, I can keep going with the house. I've got plenty of room to keep going with the house, with the bricklaying, but I'd like to get a lot of this filled in so I can get rid of these waist knots as well. So yeah, and there is a couple of spots where I've got to put some of this to give it a bit of that. So believe it or not, that looks like it's just red in there. Okay, when you look at it on the camera, it looks like it's another, like I've done extra bits of red in there. It is actually the same color as the windows, and I did change the window color because the window color was I didn't have it, so I changed it. The window color was putty, sorry, and I didn't like it. I wanted it to match the roof. So the putty, which I might add, is it putty? Yeah, so it was putty, which I thought was okay, but I didn't really like it. And the putty is the same color as the side of the house here. And I thought, yeah, that'll match. And you can see I've actually stopped. So I'm actually thinking of doing, leaving the putty there on the side of the house and just having the windows the same color as the roof. Because generally when you have a house, it's the same color as the roof, right? And I'm also considering pulling this putty out and just doing red, the same color as the house, because I don't like it. That's why I've stopped. I actually don't like it. So I'm thinking of pulling this out and then just framing it. And then, because, I mean, you don't have a different color brick on the side of a house, right? So I'm either going to change it to the gingerbread, which is what I'm using for the window. I changed it from putty to gingerbread, and which is the same color as the roof of the house. So I don't know. It was making me glitch on that. I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I've got to change it. So anyway, and I just think it'll look better. I don't know. I feel like it'll look better. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, let me just bring up a bigger picture of it so you can see. So you can see there, like it's got that lighter color on the side of the house. I mean, it looks all right. Like it's not bad, but I think it'll look better with the red. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I mean, I can try it. I can try it on this side because I haven't, you notice I haven't stitched that down on this side yet. So I can try it on this side and we can do a comparison. I'm telling you now, it's probably going to look better. I'm just being a bit anal about it, right? Anyway, let me know what you're working on in the comments today. And as I said, we're going to do a 45 minutes. So let me just get my timer up and change it to 45. So yeah, all right. We have Christina in the comments here today as well. Good morning. How are you? Cud has brought home. Cud is Charles, is Christina's husband, for those that don't know. Brought me a new diamond painting, and I'm working on it over in Discord. Oh, are you? I didn't even see that. And I was in here several times. Let me just go and have a look and see what it looks like. We do have a couple of different Discords. There is the one that Christina's in right now is the Booktube Coven, and there's also a Dusty Booksniffers Reading Nook is also there as well. And so yeah, all right, let me just join in and we can have a look and see what Christina's diamond painting looks like. Ooh, is it witchy? Looks good. Is it a partial? No, it's not a partial. It's not a partial. Wow, you got a bit done. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's upside down. It's building. It looks like the Harry Potter castle, is it? No, let me know in the comments. I like it. I like it a lot. Looks good. Fancy. Yeah, you're spitting them out today or this week because you got 3 finished this week. You had one already partly done, so yeah. About to have a supper, beef and Guinness stew soup. Nice. Hopefully it will be nicer to me than the rest of the food I've been eating and will actually soothe my throat. Oh, hon, you're still not feeling the best. That sucks. I had a pretty upset tummy yesterday and the night before. And last night I had my Thai spiced Thai spiced pumpkin soup. And so it had like butternut. I think you call it butternut squash, but it's actually butternut pumpkin here. And it had sweet potato, which is also korma. And it had red capsicum, which is also red bell pepper, and just some I think they were russet potatoes and some brown onions chucked into it. And then I put in like the spices and ginger and garlic and all that sort of stuff into it as well, right? And coconut milk in it. And so it's a soup base, but if you thin it down, it becomes like a laska sort of thing. It's not, but it is very similar. Got the same sort of coloring and stuff like that. So we had that last night. But Savannah put chicken in hers, and we got a packet of 2-minute noodles each, and we put the noodles in. And then we had she had chicken with hers, and I had seafood with mine. So I put a piece of bassa fish in and a couple of prawns and some bok choy in mine, and just made it into a nice little meal. And it actually helped my belly a bit. Like my belly's still a bit tender today, but it's nowhere near what it was yesterday or the night before. But I didn't get sick, as in sick or going to the toilet for both ends or anything like that. I just had a really acidic, like when I was burping, it was very acidic. So I think that there was just an overproduction of acid in my gut, and it just upset my gut a bit. So yeah, so having that last night actually soothed my gut quite a bit. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that. And I love this. Cross patch, draw the latch, sit by the fire and spin, take a cup and drink it up, and then call the neighbors in. So go and call all your friends to come and join us. Yeah. Toya's also here as well. Welcome on in, Toya. Thank you for being here. Hello to Toya. Yep, just started it. It is the Harry Potter castle. Yeah, I thought so. Not very far yet. Just on that corner I was zoomed in onto. Nice. I was starting on the top corner, hence why it's upside down. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Did you see how much I've got done in mine? Oh my God. Yeah, no, I'm feeling heaps better now, but yeah, so I just had a very sour taste in my mouth, and everything tastes like, yeah, I was saying, like when I was burping, like it was like I had actually thrown up, and it just had that lingering, yeah. So I think that was just a build up of bile, and yeah, and my throat hurts. Oh, hon, that's not good. Nah, the neighbors are not welcome because they're loud and messy. No, I mean, like, you know, I'm sure you've got, you know, people that you talk to online. You can share it with them, invite them in. That's what we mean by the neighbors. Neighbors being friends. That's right. I feel better. Vibes to sent to Christina. Very much so. Hopefully you feel better soon, hun. So neighbors being friends, not actually neighbors. Yeah. Thanks, Toya. Addie's also here as well. Hey, everybody. Finally finished my work. A job is contracted, and it's about to end on Friday. So I feel a little less chaotic now with that done and the move. So lots of reading is planned. Nice. I am reading, what is it called again? The Shadow of the Object today. I'm going to try and get that done by this afternoon. I don't know how I'm going to go, but I'll get it done. As a reflex. No, it wasn't. For Christina, maybe. Yeah, maybe it was. Hi to Addie. I have acid reflux. It is not that. Yeah. Oof, Toya, I'm so sorry. Hope you feel better soon. Yeah, acid reflux is not the best. And Addie, that was Christina. Yeah, Christina's not feeling best. Yeah, because Savannah, I was talking to Savannah yesterday, and she said to me when she was in England, she got a touch of heartburn, and and she said to me yesterday, she goes, I honestly thought you were like man fluing it up with the acid reflux. I'm like, oh no, no, I'm not. That shit hurts. And she goes, yeah, it wasn't until I was in England when I got acid reflux, and it was like, oh my God, I think I'm dying. I said, yeah, not. I said, honey, I've given birth to 4 children naturally. I'm like, I have a pretty high pain threshold. All right, I've survived all that, and acid reflux knocks me for a 6. So mainly because it keeps me awake. So yeah, and yeah, we were just talking about it and whatnot. She goes, I so thought you were like talking it up, and she goes, you are so not talking it up. I'm like, well, at least she can sympathize with me, because now when I say to her, I can't eat that, it'll give me acid reflux, she goes, okay, I'll make you something else, and then she'll go and look for stuff to make something else for me. And it's just part and parcel when you get older, right? Like, you have these digestive issues and all the rest of it. But I was getting it really bad last year. So no, not last year, the year before. And I think it was the beginning of last year. I'm like, I felt like my food wasn't digesting properly. And so I basically went, I'm just going to go and get some digestive enzymes and see if that helps. And it did. And actually, I took them with my food, like just before my food. And so when I ate something, I had the digestive enzymes in there, and it seemed to have helped. And now I don't, like, I was living on antacids, right? And basically, I'm like, no, I can't keep doing this. This can't be good. And so that's when I sort of thought, maybe the digestive enzymes. So I took, I did 2 large jars of digestive enzymes along with probiotics, and I don't get heartburn nowhere near as much as I was, because it was like everything I ate, like I was going to have to live on air, basically. It was like everything I ate was causing me to have heartburn, and I couldn't live like that. I was just like, no, I'm done with that. I'm not playing that game anymore. So yeah. And Addie's saying feel better soon. Christina, yes, we hope you feel better soon for sure on that. All right, let's start the timer and get some stitches in now that we're at the end of the comments. So just get all of my marking and everything. Thanks to Addie. All right, I'm going to start my little clock. And so yeah, the book I'm reading is off the Booker. So yeah. Where is it? All my stuff, I don't update it. All my stuff moved. I've got to put it all back where it was. That. All right, we've got that started. We're going to get stuck into the stitching, get my magnifiers on. So I'm going to do about 45 minutes on this, and then we're going to move on to, let me just, I know I shouldn't sit that there, but anyway, I've got leads and everything everywhere, so I need to bring it a bit closer, and it's not sitting up on my thing for me, so that's going to slow my stitching down a little bit, I think. All right, what have I got? 1, 3, and then this one. And then we go across. Awesome. So yeah, so I figured we'll do 45 minutes on this. I did start my timer, and then we'll have a bit of a break. I can get another cuppa, and yeah, we're making good progress on this one too. So I'm pretty happy with all round the progress I'm making on my craft this month. It's going really good. So yeah. So next weekend, not this weekend coming, the weekend after, I won't be here. So I'll do my live stream on a Friday. And then on the Saturday, I will just have, I won't be doing any diamond paint with me. I'll just be doing a slow stitching Saturday, because I feel like I'm going to be finished my big piece. So I'm thinking that I will just do the slow stitching Saturday, and I'm also away. So I figured that it'll be a pre-recorded one for both Saturday and Sunday. And this Saturday I'm just going to be on a little bit earlier because I have Patreon sprints with my booktube peeps. I have not scheduled them yet. So I will get all of that done today. I've got to do a heap of scheduling and everything so I can work out my next couple of weeks. I'm pretty sure that I can get rid of that now. So I figured, because I'm going to be changing pages soon, so I want to finish everything that is on pages 1, 2, and 2.5. So right across here. So basically, I've got to come down a little bit further on this little motif here, and then I've got the top of the beehive over here. I've got a motif here. I've got some numbers to put on this side of the chimney. So I'm going to put it's definitely going to be finished this year. So I could probably put 20 because I've got 2020 over here. So I've got 20 here, sorry. And then I'm going to put 26 over here because I'm pretty sure it's going to be finished, but I'm just going to leave it just in case I don't finish it. But I am, as I said, I am making a big effort to get this done by the end of September. So I may end up doing some extra live streams in September as well each morning, but they won't be like hours and hours long. They'll probably just be an hour each day or something to start the day off. Instead of me just sitting there by myself doing it, I'll actually get on and you'll be able to see the progress. So yeah, so I worked out last night too, after I finished streaming, that I have the fairy to sort out and finish in the diamond painting. So I'm gonna, once I'm finished the large cat one, and if you want to see what that looks like, it's in my Facebook group, the progress. It's also in BookTube Coven and Dusty Book Sniffers Reading Nook Discord, so you can see it there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress and how quick I've done it because, like I said, I hadn't worked on it all this year, and I pretty much started over in the globe, the globe of it, which we'll have a look at in a little bit. And yeah, and I pretty much smashed it out. And then I was like, last night when I was talking to Savannah, when I was unrolled it and took a picture of it, I'm like, I feel like that if I finish this, I could probably start the big one that I want to start in January. And then I thought, oh, hang on, let me just have a look what I've got in here. So as you know, I have folders that have finished diamond paintings in it. And I had a package that came with a heap of stuff in it and it was damaged. So I couldn't keep it in the package in the cupboard from fan sales. So basically I put them into that folder. So I've got 4 in there that need to be done. They're all 30 by 40s. And then I've got the fairy one to do. And I have a owl clock that I'm going to do. So when I'm finished the large diamond painting that I'm working on right now, I'm going to work on those. And then I also have a Day of the Dead girl, but I can't seem to find where I've put it. So I've obviously hid it underneath something to keep it flat. So I've got to try and find that. If I can't find it, the reason I never worked on that very much is because the canvas wasn't the best. So if I can't find it, I may have thrown it out. So that's also a possibility as well. So I've just got to find where I've put it. And I think it may be in a cupboard in the diamond painting room. I think I might have put in there so it stayed dust free. But I can't be 100% sure of that either. So So hopefully I find that and I can finish that off. So after counting last night, because I like to get one big piece done a year, like the big canvas that I'm working on now. I like to get one of those done a year and then 12 smaller pieces. That's always been my goal. I don't always reach that goal because sometimes I don't work on smaller pieces. I might work on a couple of large ones. But I haven't done that this year. So I figured, well, maybe I should look at setting that target. And that also includes stuff that the girls start and then don't finish, because they used to do that quite a bit. But I've got, what have I got in there? I've got four or five in that folder. Let me just check that. I'm pretty sure it might be 5 actually, because I'm pretty sure the fairy and the dragonfly should, yeah, I think I need to do another 4 or 5 charts I need to pick out. And I've got some really small ones. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I've got 5 in here. And with the fairy one, that'll make 6. Oh, and I finished the friends one. That was last year. Because I've lost my diamond painting WIP book, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so there's 5 in there, and with the 2 that the fairy one and the one that I've already finished, which is the dragonfly wall hanging, that takes it to 7. So I can pull out another 5 charts and put into this folder and get them done. And I'm pretty sure I've got a couple that are just floating around and I've got another really small piece that came in an advent, so that I only have to pull out 4. That I forgot about that one. So yeah, I've got 4 more charts to pull out, and then that'll give me my 12 for the year. And yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. So hopefully I should have been actually, that's okay. That's okay. I just boo-booed that. I should have been going, actually doing the crosses on these. So I'll just, because this is the outside of the window. Oh, I forgot to let Alfie out too. I'll have to do that in the next break. Whoops. I usually do that in the mornings. I woke up a little bit late this morning. So yeah. Now, I did just do some jump stitches before anybody comes at me in the comments. I did actually just jump back and all the rest of it, but I'm not concerned about that because this house is full coverage. So all that cream that you can see, other than the red and the gold that I've done, is going to be filled in with another amount of stitching. So it will be all covered up. So I'm not stressed about that at all. So yeah. And yeah, so I figured if I pull out another 5 and put them in my folder, then I will have, because these folders hold a fair bit. I'll show you it in just a little bit. So they're an A3 folder, I believe they are. I get them off AliExpress. They're really cheap. And they're just like, they're an art folder. So they're just a plastic large folder that has plastic sheeting in it. And as you can see, I just add my diamond paintings once they're finished because I don't frame everything. I just really like doing, so you can see there, I've got a smallish one in there. I just really like doing diamond painting. It helps me sleep. It helps me relax. I love doing cross stitch and everything as well. That does all the same things. But if I've done a hectic day of quilting and crafting and all of that sort of thing, and where I've done a lot of math and counting and all that. So if I've done a big day of, cross stitch where I'm counting all the time, I like that I can do diamond painting and I don't have to count. I don't have to do anything that's using any brain power. I can just put an audio book on and I can just, listen to that, or I can put some music on and listen to that. And yeah, so I actually really like diamond painting for that. The that aspect of it. And I know that I can do that with embroidery as well. That's why I ended up doing embroidery, because then I've got 2 crafts where I don't have to count, and I can just put an audio book on and just drift off with the story, right? And or a bit of music on. Sometimes I'll just put ambient music on and in the background, and I'll just craft to that. But my speakers actually, I have to have headphones on now because I can have my phone, but it doesn't sound the same. It doesn't give it that real nice stereo sound. So yeah, so basically, I've got to get another Bluetooth speaker because my little one went kaput. And so yeah, so sometimes I do that, and that's why I like diamond painting and also embroidery. And that's sort of where the slow stitching came from, because I'm just using my hands. I'm not using a sewing machine. You know, I mean, there are elements of the projects that I might use a sewing machine for, but for the most part, I don't use a sewing machine. It's all done by hand. I've even made table runners and stuff where I've just made it all by hand. So yeah, and things like that. But then, you know, there's also English paper piecing that I can do, but there is a bit of math involved in that. So it's more crafts that I like to do, you know, when I don't need to count or stress about anything like that. And same as coloring as well. I really like doing coloring in, and I've got a heap of coloring in books and pencils and textures and markers and all that sort of stuff to do all that sort of thing. So I enjoy doing that sort of stuff as well, where I can just slow down and take my time, because you can't rush, you know, diamond painting. You can't rush embroidery. You can't rush coloring either. I mean, you can, but it's not going to look great. And I want it to look nice because I'm putting all this time and effort into it. And that's why a lot of time I will, during the week when I'm not on camera with my cross stitch too, I'll do something like this where I'll do all the counting, and then I'll have a couple of weeks where it's just filling in, and that can be very relaxing as well, until you find a mistake. Not so much. So yeah. But yeah, and that's why as I said, I like the diamond painting on that. Most days, if I'm on par, most days, after being in the studio last year and the year before, I would just do a little bit of diamond painting. It might, you know, I might only spend half an hour on it or something like that. But yeah, it was the one craft that I actually kept doing until I got to this year. And then I didn't work on it because I was disappointed that the cat had lain on it. And if you look at the progress picture over in either the Facebook group or on the Discord, you can see a line on the back of the cat where there's a line, looks like it's a different color to the cat. There's no drills there because that's one spot that I didn't get. I thought it was tacky enough. Obviously it wasn't, because all those drills just popped off. So I got to get a really fine paintbrush, and I haven't gone down to the cheap shop, so I'll probably do that this afternoon when I head over to Brendan's, because I go past the cheap shop. They're like dollar stores, I guess, but they're not dollar stores anymore. They used to be, or $2 shops. They used to be, not so much anymore. Oh yeah, we've got our first window in. Yeah. This morning I went to do it, and I thought I'd made a huge mistake because I was looking on the wrong page of the chart. I'm like, oh, how did I do that? And I'm looking because I was looking at this one, and I was actually looking on the chart. I was actually looking at this window, not this window. It took me a hot minute because I'd just woken up and gone, oh, that's because it's not that window. So anyway, that's what happened this morning, because I'm like, that just doesn't make any sense. I've done so well, like, you know, and even with these little kickouts and all that sort of stuff, I'm like, oh, I don't know about this, but yeah, anyway, but it's looking good, right? It's actually looking really good. I'm a little bit nervous about this, because this is all Smyrna crosses, and I was saying to I said to Chrissy, and I might have even said it online, I should just do crosses because I'm so nervous about it, but I've got a little bit of this fabric, so I'm going to set it up in a small thing, and I'm going to practice doing my smyrna crosses because I think it'll look absolutely fantastic, and it's going to be in this color as well, which is a pretty cool. So yeah. All right, so we're going to get these windows done today, and then we're going to start filling in the mortar. But as I said, I do have, I think it's down here actually. There's a couple of spots just down here that I've got to do in this color, and some over here as well. So that will be, I won't do that color until I get down there and I'm putting the mortar in. So there's a line of mortar that goes along this one here, and about there, across there is a line. So I could probably do that. And then I could probably come over here, and there's a whole heap there, and it's going to give it this in like bit here. It just looks so much better. So yeah, I actually really like it. I'm really happy that I changed it to the gold because I think it gives it a little bit more dimension, because I'm just looking on the picture and it doesn't really stand out like mine does. So yeah, like it's there, but it doesn't stand out. Actually, it's, oh yeah, no, it's definitely there. It's really hard to see. Like really, there's a close-up of the picture in the back. And like even this picture here, like you look at mine, you can see that really prominent and that. And then you look at this picture, you can't focus, Linda. Like if I come up close, you can sort of see those dark areas. Let me just get my normal glasses on. I'm thinking, why is it so blurry? That it would be because I've got magnifiers on. So you can, where is it? You can just make them out. Okay, but they use the same color. That one actually looks like it's a red that they're using in there, like a pinkish red. So they've used a different color as well. It's not putty like the windows, because it's supposed to be like the windows on that. So yeah, so they've actually used a different color. I actually like how dark mine is. I think it stands out a lot better. What do you reckon? I think it looks good. A stew soup is on camera, Nicole. Oh, okay, we put it over rice. Sorry, I didn't see. When I got my magnifiers on, I can't see that. So yeah, I didn't see it. Sorry, you've probably eaten it by now. Oh no, I do apologize. So yeah, so I like how dark mine is. I think it gives it more dimension. But anyway, yeah. And that's only because I'm not afraid to play with color, right? I just go, yeah, whatever. I'll just put this in. That if it doesn't look good, I just take it out, right? So yeah. Anyway, all right, we've still got 25 minutes left. All right, let me get my magnifiers back on and let's get some stitches done. We'll have to load up the another needle in a moment. All right. Okay, the second one. The good thing about having all the bricks done, I can actually count off the bricks and know that they're in the right place, which is good. It's very windy again here today. August winds are upon us. It's always windy at this time of year. And I did notice yesterday the first signs of spring. That we've got this little heritage rose out the front. It's a little yellow one, and it started budding. It's got flowers on it. So that usually is an indicator that the weather is about to turn. And yeah, we had a rainstorm yesterday as well. So okay, what happened there? It's the wrong one. It's always exciting with the weather, when you know that the weather's about to warm up. All right, let's have a look. I know that some people don't like just doing they like doing with the fancy floss, which is like Classic Colourworks and that. They're over dyed. So a lot of people like to just do one cross at a time. I also like to do one cross at a time. But this one, with the window, I do a little bit of traveling with it. So I'll do the first leg and then come back. The color is it's not very variegated. So it's not too bad to do that with this one. But if it was extremely variegated like this one here, there is a lot of variegation, although I don't think it's picking up on camera very well. There is some darkish and some lightish bits in it, so I've tried to do one cross at a time, and it's very easy to do that because I can just go backwards and forwards. But when you've got something like this that you've got little components where you've got to come down a different way, it's a lot easier just to do one leg at a time, and then you can travel back up. And it makes it less bulky on the back as well. And then, as you can see, as I'm traveling along where I don't have that, I'm just doing one cross at a time. And I'm also, like, for those that don't know, and I know that it seems like I repeat myself, but we get new people here all the time. I do like to do like waist knots, and so that means that I can generally bury the thread underneath, especially like with something that's full coverage. You can just have the threads come down a little ways, and then when I start again, I'll put my knot in there, and then I'll go back up here, and then those threads will be buried underneath. And I do like doing it that way because then I don't have to flip my work over. Makes it super easy to just keep working and not have to worry about, turning my work over and burying the threads and whatnot. So yeah, that's sort of what I do. And I use 2 strands for fancy floss. I never just use one strand and fold it in half, and I very rarely do a loop start with fancy floss. Okay, where did my other piece go? There it is. Because you can also, because of the variegation, it can make it look very odd with it. So I tend not to do that. And yeah, so that's what I do. And basically how they come out of when I pull them out, I make sure that they line up as well. So each thread comes out the same way, and each end, that how it comes out, it's hard to explain. So if I pull it out, I've got a beginning and then I've got an end. So where I pull it out, I make sure that it's sitting exactly the same. So I've got the two starts at the point and two ends at the same point, and that way the variegation will be the same in the two threads. Did not explain myself very well, that one. That one. It's right. It's first thing in the morning, and sometimes the brain is not working. And without showing you what I'm doing, it's hard to explain as well. So, but anybody who's a cross stitcher, they'll know what I'm talking about. It'll just be the people that don't cross stitch or use floss and embroidery and stuff, or use the fancy threads, because you don't have to worry. Like, you don't really have to worry about that with DMC because it's the same color. Like, but with your variegated threads or your over dyed threads, you sort of have to worry a little bit about that, because if you pull one out and say you've pulled it out, like this is your thread and you've pulled it out this way, this is your start over here, right? And this is your end, right? So if I pull out another one and I'll lay it down and then I'll pull out another one, this is my start, but I put the start to the end, you can get a different variegation, right? Because it's not matching up. Whereas if you pull it out and this is your start and this is your end over here, that you place it down, then you pull the second one out and you place it exactly the same way, the variegation is going to match because the threads are the same length, and whatnot. So that's why I do that, especially with as I said, with the variegated and whatnot. That was a better explanation. And it's good now I've got this in the scroll bar as well, because I don't have to worry about moving the Q-snap or anything. I can just roll it. So even if, I kept working on the house, I could scroll it and then I could roll it back again to come back up to here without having to move too much, or move nothing at all. I actually thought I had something else in this scroll bar. That's why I didn't think about using it. But I do have plans for October to do some of my witchy stuff. So I do. A couple of years ago, for several years in a row, I think I started it in 2020, or maybe I started in 2019. I can't remember now. But I used to do an October event, as what they call a SAL, which then sort of morphed into any sort of craft. And it was all like spooky craft, so Halloween. And the reason that, like, I realistically here in the Southern Hemisphere, I can do that at the beginning of the year because our Halloween is at the beginning of the year, right? It's opposite to the US and the UK and whatnot. So basically, I have an event called Spooktober. This year I'm not, and we had one where I did one where I did a new start every day. I didn't get them finished, obviously, and it was all cross stitch that I did. But this year I'm working on stuff for Spooktober. So that's any sort of witch, wizard, anything you deem magical. It could be Harry Potter. It could be, something that you find spooky. It could be a little ghost. It could be diamond painting, coloring, whatever the case may be, right? So it's just a month of spooky stuff, right? So whatever you like doing, jigsaw puzzles, whatever. And but I'm going to be working on some of my cross stitches, so I've got to get them out. But I'm also going to be working on some diamond painting as well, and just anything that I've got there. I think I've even got a quilt. I'm pretty sure I have either a quilt or a table runner in a Halloween box that I got. So I need to look at doing that as well. Where are we? So there, we've gone across, and now I need to come down to that one, right? So yeah, so I've got I think I've got a Fat Quarter Shop Halloween box there that I haven't done the project. So I'm thinking I'm going to pull that out. I cannot remember whether it's a lap quilt or a table runner in that particular one. So yeah, I'm going to do that. It could even be like pumpkins, like you could do, like if you wanted to work on different things, like, but they're sort of related to Halloween. You could work on something from autumn if you wanted to, and that, but it's Spooktober because it's basically what we use. So I've got to get into I've got to do up another thumbnail for it because I used to use PicMonkey and now I use Canva, so I'll have to get in and organize that as well. So I'm sorry, I'm just having a look where I'm at. Yep, across here. Right. So yeah, I've got to prep for that. And it's just basically we share our progress on Instagram or our community tabs here on YouTube. And there's no like co-host or anything like that. It's just a stitch along or a craft along. In this case, it'll be. So it can be anything. But I've got to go through, I'm probably going to do that in the last weekend of August. I'm going to go through and the first week of September and go through all of my stuff and pull out. I do have a couple of charts that I want to work on. So there's that, and I will basically prioritize those, and then yeah, maybe do a couple of smallish pieces as well. But as I said, I've got a little pumpkin with a witch's hat diamond painting, which is a little desk lamp, so I'll probably do that. And I've got a couple of little witchy diamond paintings as well. They're not overly big, which I could definitely get one finished in a month. So yeah, they'll be the only new starts that I'll have. The rest will be just working on my cross stitch. I also in September have to frog out a part of a Halloween one, the Halloween Quaker by Leela Studios. I made a colossal mistake somewhere and it's not fitting in, so I've got to do some serious math on that. So I've got to get the bits and pieces out. And then I'm going to finish off doing all the little motifs where they're supposed to be. And then I'm going to make up my mind what I'm going to put in there because I don't know that I can fit one of the motifs. So I have to, I did it again. I went right the way back. Stupid. So yeah, I've just got to do a little bit of planning for that. I don't know there'll be videos every day for that, but there'll definitely be progress pictures and stuff on the community tab. Maybe shorts. We'll see how we go. But I am very excited for it because I've got a lot of Halloween stuff in there that needs to be done that I could have the potential of finishing off. Like Leela Studios. I could have finished that off ages ago, but I didn't because I just got so disheartened because I'd put all this work into it, and then I'd made this massive boo-boo, and it's just like, it was so disheartening. I just put it in the naughty corner. And I've got a heap of orphan blocks up here as well that I'm just looking at, that I could possibly just put them into a quilt and have it as a scrappy quilt and just put it in the van. And then we've got a picnic rug on that. So, or something to use down on the beach that's a little bit bigger than a towel. So yeah, I'm thinking that I'm just, because they're just sitting there doing nothing on that, I might as well use them. And just, yeah, they're from blocks that I've done on the channel. So and I just sort of want to get a lot of this stuff that especially stuff that I've done as like tutorials and stuff. There was because I used to do what they call step throughs. Okay, so when you're teaching something, you'll make you'll make a completed project, right? And then you will go back to the beginning, and you might end up having 6 or 7 or maybe even 10 of the same item, but at different steps, right? So when you're doing tutorials, especially in-person tutorials and all the rest of it, you've got the step throughs. So for the most part on the channel, I would do the step throughs were done one step at a time with the one item. But I used to do in-person classes, and I used to do retreats and stuff like that. So when you do those, you have, for particular, especially handbag making, you do actually have step throughs, right? And so I would have a completed project, and it's a good way to take yourself back to being a beginner and going, right, I'm a beginner. What would I need to know in this? And so there'll be different things that I'll highlight in each step that people could have a problem with, right? And so it's like pre-planning your problems and all that sort of stuff. And it's quite hectic, but I had a container, and I used to make things for the markets as well, because I used to go to the markets once a month. And so basically, I don't do that anymore because it's just easier to sell. Like, I can sell the stuff online, and it was a good way to promote my business when I first started. And I did it for the first couple of years. I mean, the kids once a month would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. We'd pack the ute up the night before, or the car up the night before. We'd be fully laden. The kids would get woken up. They'd jump in the car. They'd go back to sleep. Like, we had heaps of blankets and stuff in the back. They could go back to sleep. And then we'd get there, and which is just in the next town, and we'd set up. So I'd take sewing machines and all that sort of stuff, and I'd get there about 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, and I'd set up. Summer was okay. Winter was brutal, like absolutely brutal. Because there's the dew, it's wet, all that sort of stuff. So I had like gumboots on, so I wasn't getting wet feet and all that sort of thing. And you'd set up, and I'd have quilts for sale, and a friend of mine had a stall next door where she sold handmade baby gifts and all of that sort of stuff. So it was good for promoting my business in that aspect. But then I got super busy. Like, some people were starting to bring quilts to me there, or they'd book an appointment to come and see me during the week to drop their quilts off. And yeah, and the kids were getting older and a little bit more lippier and all that sort of stuff, and didn't want to do it and wanted to stay home. And then Mia came to live with us. And Brendan would, for the most part, if Brendan was here, he could take her in the truck and all that sort of stuff. But if he wasn't here, then I'd have to take her with me. And a little person while she was a baby, it wasn't so bad because we just set her up in the back of the car. We had a station wagon, and we'd set her up in her bouncer, and the girls would sit there and play with her, and she'd sleep for most of it and all the rest of it. But as she was getting older, it was getting harder and harder to have her there. And so and when she started walking and stuff and running off, and my friend next door in the stall next door, she used to do classes with me. Not that she needed them, but she used to do classes here. So it was more of a social thing for her, and she'd help out and whatnot. But it was getting harder and harder, and I made the decision to just stop doing that. And I was still doing classes and everything because she used to sleep during the classes. She was a really good sleeper. She'd just go to sleep and she'd sleep the way through, and then just before I'd finish class, she'd sort of wake up. She'd have like 2-3 hour nap in the mornings, and she'd sort of wake up, and then my friend Linda would, play with her, and she'd come out and she'd visit with all the ladies, and that it was like she had like 10 grandmas. They all loved her. They still do. They still ask about her all the time when I see them. So yeah, but so I basically ended up stopping doing that, but I had all these step throughs. So for a long time there was a video series. I don't think I've got it. I think I've actually unlisted them all now because they're just live streams. Basically, we had what we called Finish It Friday, and I had a girl that used to work here, Beck, and basically she would pick something. I wouldn't know what I was going to be working on for the week, so she would pick something up out of this box that I had all the step throughs in, because like sometimes they were all together and whatnot, because the simple fact is that I could redo that class again, like I could do it as a retreat or something like that. And so I had them there like all bagged up and all the rest of it. So she would lucky dip the container, and that's what I would work on for the week once we decided that we sort of weren't going to do retreats and stuff anymore. Once COVID hit, I did one more retreat. I did one retreat in one more retreat after that in 2021, in the May of 2021. That was a cross stitch retreat. I haven't done any since then because I just couldn't get, the girl that was working for me moved away, and she wasn't close enough to come down, and and she was looking at, like, her kids have got special needs and stuff like that, and she didn't have family where she was living. Like, she used to come down and see her family and that, but she didn't have like someone that she could leave the kids with for a weekend. And basically, she came down. She left, and I had a couple people try to help, like, to do it. And it's really hard to find someone that will just take direction without trying to change things. And I know that sounds like I'm a control freak, but when you're running a retreat, you're doing all the cooking, you're doing the classes, and you're doing everything. I need someone to be my right hand, to do what I would do, to do it how I would do it, and when I would do it. Savannah used to help me, but then she went to uni. So I sort of made the decision that, because Savannah's great, like I can go, right, Savannah, I need this, 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 and done, and she'll just go and do it. And Beck was also the same. Like, Beck had her jobs that she had to do, and then I had my job. So we split everything up, and everybody knew what they had to do. And I tried to get a couple of people to come and help and whatnot, but they were more interested in sitting down and sewing, like actually having it, like, but you're there to work. And so it was becoming very stressful for me. And then Savannah went to uni, and I just went, I'm not going to do it. I did do 2 retreats after Savannah went to uni. But yeah, no, it just, no. no. One was an absolute nightmare. That, like, I have different protocols. Like, you don't, I only hire non-smokers. I didn't know she was a smoker at the time. I don't think she was, actually. I think she took it back up that weekend, to be honest, because she had been working here for a couple of weeks. And basically, actually more than a couple of weeks. She's coming here for a couple of months. And yeah, and then we went to the retreat, and she was actually bumming smokes off. Bumming means like asking people for smokes, for cigarettes, and bumming smokes off people, and wouldn't listen to instruction. I was teaching a class. She kept trying to teach the class, and interfere. She's only there as an assistant, not as a teacher. I didn't hire her that way. And it was an absolute bloody nightmare. Fought me on absolutely everything. I'd ask her to do something. She wouldn't do it. And then, as I said, I found out later that she was actually scabbing cigarettes off people. And I'm just like, what the? Because you're in a close contact situation. Like, I don't care that she smoked. I don't care that. But you smoke after we're finished for the day. You're working till 5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock, you can do whatever you want. You can go, you can leave, you can do whatever, right? But you're on the clock from and you get lunch breaks and all that sort of stuff, and all your accommodations paid for, your food's paid for, like everything was paid for. Like, it doesn't cost them anything to do anything, and they also get paid, and they also get a percentage of the shop sales, right? And yeah, anyway, all that happened, and after that I just went, that's it, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. That doesn't mean I'm never going to do it. I'm just not doing it right now. I may end up later on down the track, especially now that Savannah's sort of back as well. And Neroli is a bit older, but Neroli's a bit too mouthy for crafty retreats. And yeah, so I did try to use her as well for the retreats, but yeah, nah. And I just said, you know what? I can't do it all on my own. So I'm better off not doing it, because I don't want to half-ass it, right? So yeah, that's why I haven't done retreats. And I stopped classes because COVID happened, and I got a lot busier and stuff like that after that. So I just never done classes again. So yeah. All right, we are going to go for a break. We are going to have, let me just have a look, 10-minute break. Let me just edit that and change that to 10. And we'll be back in 10 minutes. So 20 AST, a save, and let's add that there. And we'll have a little bit of music. And we'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay, we are back. So yeah. All right, let's move this along a little bit. Let me just move that. Right, I'm going to play around with the camera a bit. Sorry, guys. I'm just moving it so we can get it in the right position. I'm going to have to do a little repair. Excuse me. A little repair on the camera tripod thing because it seems to have come loose, the little sprocket. So I'm going to have to repair that. It pops out, so I've got to be super careful with it and whatnot. All right, so this is our last section down here. So I'm working on this section today. So yeah, I've got to move these things back a little bit, bring this down a little touch. Thank you, Christina, I appreciate that. So I use my light board underneath the diamond painting because it actually gives me something to lean on and not have to worry about the drills not sticking on there properly. So I have been using my light board so I can press down on it and whatnot. So yeah, so just bear with me while I get everything set up so things don't roll away and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, get rid of the keyboard from out of the way, and we have the mouse over here so I can do that. And now I have my normal glasses on. So we've spent our first 45 minutes doing a stitch with me. We're going to do the next 45 minutes doing some diamond painting, and we'll probably continue doing some diamond painting. So yeah, because I want to get this finished, and yeah, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed. There's only 2 colors in here. There's a couple of little colors in the night sky, but there's only 2 colors in here. So it's a lot of block coloring today. So we should get a fair bit done in this session. So yeah. So basically, let me just get you, show you, just for those that don't know. Let me just get to Discord for a second. Oh, excuse me, I don't know what happened then. I just all of a sudden started feeling like I had to sneeze my brains out. Let me just I want to save the image. Thank you very much. All right, let me just save this to downloads. There we go. And then I'll be able to share with you what it actually looks like. So yeah, let me just bear with me, image file. So I am at the other, I'm at the other end of, where did that go? Why did it not save? Save image as. Downloads, it's there. Why are you not coming up, you silly thing? Save it again. Right, now it's definitely, oh, it's because it's gone as a web page. All right, let me just share this. Present Discord, share page. I was going to share the image of the file, but apparently that's not happening today. All right, so is it, no, it's not showing. It's down the bottom. All right, let me just do this rather. There we go. Right, I got there in the end. So this is what I've got done. So you can see there in its back there's a line in it. That is supposed to be coloured in with drills. However, that was it wasn't tacky enough and they were coming off. So I've got to go and get a thin brush to get that. I am currently, let me just get the mouse. I'm currently working this section here up in the window, right? So I've only got the covered bit. I don't even have a full section like this here of that. So I worked up into the ear last night. And I got the window done, the window sill done as well last night, and I worked all this, finished that off. So because Savannah was talking to me, she was sitting out here, and so yeah, so I've only got this section here, which is not a very large piece to do. No, it's not even nowhere near as big as today. So I am thinking that I'm probably going to get this done tomorrow. On that, I will probably get it finished tomorrow because I'll just work on it because I meet up with my lovelies tomorrow for our stitch along at night that we do. So I'm thinking that I'll probably be able to just, yeah, I think I'll be able to definitely get it finished. If not tomorrow night, definitely Saturday. Whatnot, because I work on it during Patreon sprints. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with what I've done. I've worked on this every day, and not for like some days I've only done a couple of hours on it. So it's only taken me 2 weeks to finish it, and I started over at the opposite end. I had that globe to do. I'd done a little bit of the globe. That's all I'd done. So I've pretty much done all of those books. So I started around here because remember that we had to fix all of the globe. We had to put down some adhesive. So this section here, I've just got to put some adhesive down. It just wasn't sticking. But then I've done all of these books right up to the top and then right across, and the cat's head and everything, and part of the body as well. So yeah, it's quite interesting how it's turned out. The only thing I don't really like about this is where the light's hitting it. And so this section here looks really dark compared to this section. I don't know what's going on there, but anyway, it's just how it's turned out. I mean, that's just because I'm sitting on top of it. You probably didn't even notice. But wherever there's light hitting it, there's that light brown, and I sort of like that. But yeah, it's actually turned out really well. I'm really happy with it. Really happy with it. And it almost looks like it's black, but I think it's more just the way the camera's taking the picture, because when I look at it, it doesn't look that black. So yeah, but it's, and even the wood grain as well in the window frame looks really good as well, right? So yeah, it's coming up so well. All right, let's remove that and get back to here. There we go. Jumping all over the place. All right, so as I said, we're going to work this area today. That is looking a little crooked. Let me straighten that up a bit for you, so it doesn't look like you're a bit drunk or anything. So yeah, and I've only got 2 colors to do today. So that is, what have we got? We have 823, and the other one we have is 939. So, and then there's a couple of little other colors in there, which I'm going to do because they're just like one-off little bits and pieces. So I can just pour them into the lid and get them down. And then they're done. There's no risk of me accidentally putting the wrong color on there. Y is the other one, which is 47. These are just like different shades of blue and everything. So yeah. It is a lot easier to work on when you've got the light pad underneath, but because it blows the camera out, I don't actually have that on here right now. So, but when I'm working on it off camera, I've actually been using the light pad, and it makes for pretty quick diamond painting. Like, you get the drills down really quick. So yeah. Oh, missed it altogether. Do it all the time. Like, when I'm sitting on top of it, you can't really see what the things are, and it's not until I look at it on camera and like take a picture of it, look through the camera at it, that I can see what it is. It's quite amazing how that sort of works. All right, number 2. 8. Yeah. I'll be happy when I get my light fixed again, because at least then I can have it set up in the diamond painting room and I can just get stuck into it. Because I was doing it like I'd walk past the diamond painting room and go, oh, I've got to put some drills down, and like I'd spend half an hour doing it, and I was making really good progress on this. So yeah. Hey Tia, welcome on in. Thank you for being here. How are you today? What are you working on? Let us know in the comments. We've just had our first little break. We're doing reverse sprints here today. So a little chatty for 45 minutes, which I did start the timer. That's my phone. That's what I was supposed to do. So yeah, that's okay. That'll take us to 1/4 past. And then, yeah. So there was more than 2 colours, but there's only 2 major colours. So all these areas that I'm doing is like, yeah, that's why I like to work. Oh, is it? Sorry, I must have bumped it or something. I don't know why that happened. Sorry, I will fix that. Where are we? That's so weird that happened. I didn't touch anything. That is so weird. There we go. Sorry, hon. That would have been echoing like nothing else for you. That's fixed now. Sorry. All right, let's have a look and see what you did. We have 1 episode left, but we're waiting until tomorrow so Cud can join us. But he is off to La La Land now, and I'm off to the spell shop. Nice. And the sun is reading Serpent's Shadow by Rick Royden. Nice. He is on the last vine of the bead plant, so really close to finishing. Sorry about that, but bless you. Also, hey, says Tia, welcome on in. That's why I like to work on it in Discord with my camera. It gives me the light I need to see what I am doing, and I don't have to use my magnifier as much yet. On that, I do have magnifying. Oh, really? Okay, that's so weird because I made sure that everything was off. Anyway, that's been annoying for you. I'm sorry about that. It's fixed now, so you can hear me in one spot. And yeah, so go on there. Yeah, I it's so much easier with the light pad, but with the but when I put this light on, like it brightens it up, but there's such a glare with the with the glue. It looks great on camera. Not so much for me to put things out because I can't see, and I've got to keep like getting really close down to the diamond painting. And it's just, yeah. Brianna's also joined us as well. Welcome on in. Thank you for being here. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. I don't know why it come on, because normally when you come into Discord, nothing is on camera or mic. So that's so weird. I just turned one down, but I could see you in both. But now I can't. It's okay. I moved to the laptop. And hello to Brianna from Christina. All right, let's get some drills down, shall we? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that. That is so odd that it did that, right? Because I've never had that happen before. Trust Discord to keep you on your toes. I let Alfie out in that little break that we had as well, so he was very happy. Going to have to send a message to Miss Nira Lee and go, hey, I didn't check on the way in, but I'm pretty sure we need dry food for him. So I'm actually going to send that now before I forget, so she can grab it on the way, because she comes over here every day. So I'll send that to her, and then that way she won't forget. Right. Okay. I think that is all of that colour. Not too sure why they haven't put it around these ones, but anyway, it is what it is, right? Okay, let us get the number that I need, which is 29, which is 823, which I think I've got 939, and I'm pretty sure that 939. Aha, there it is. I was going to say, I'm positive I've got an 8. Anyway. Garbage truck's on the way down. All right. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I put a load of washing on too in that break, which is good. On top of that, actually I might do these ones over here first because I am going to lean here. I don't have to stretch as much. I felt bad this morning because Brendan sent me a message. He's going, hey, because normally, you know, like I'm pretty flexible with my time. I haven't planned something where I'm doing a video a day or whatever. Hey, Molly, welcome on in. Thank you for being here. Where, you know, like I'm not doing a video a day, and Brendan, for the first time in ages, has got some time off, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? You want to go do something today? And I'm like, I hate saying no, but I'm going to have to say no. So, yeah, anyway. I've got to go over and help him set up for some live streaming and stuff on his channel, so we're going to just play around a little bit and see if we can't get him all set up. And teach him how to use the stuff that we all use. Just getting started is, I think, the hardest thing with diamond painting, just getting everything lined up. This first little section makes a big difference. Like I ended up doing this last night because it's just like, these were all just like block colors. So it was a lot easier to do them. So I was just like blind, do the first line and I did them in like about 15 minutes. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. Up the cats before there was a cat hair there. Got their morning smooches. They're very happy. And Houdini's like, rah, 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 because she wanted her food because I was a bit late with the feeding this morning. And I'm like, oh, my goodness, settle down. Like you can see I'm here. Not going anywhere. I've got the container in my hand. But anybody thinks she hasn't been fed for a month the way she carries on. Mind you, they get fed twice a day. I've got to go down and get some lactose milk, free milk for them, because they like to have an egg and milk. But I've run out of milk, so I love it. To be honest, that's probably what she was whinging for, because she seen me in the fridge. Yes. That was a schmozzle. In the next way, I'll get you the, I'll go and get one of the charts that I'm really excited to be doing. And I'm torn between doing the Heaven and Earth one. And I have to move this whole table to get the Heaven and Earth one out. So I'll probably do that when I'm setting up for Spooktober. So yeah. I put all the drills in that cupboard, but the charts are just there. Like, silly girl, you should have put the drills in with the diamond paintings, but it's not exactly a big container, and there is a lot of drills. There's 90 colours in that particular diamond painting. But yeah, and I was saying to Savannah, oh, maybe I should start it earlier. And she's like, she just looked at me. She gave me that mother look, you know. What are you doing? Just stick to your plan. She mother toned me without saying anything. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's where we're at. All right. Brianna and Christina saying hello to Molly as well. What are you working on today, Molly? Are you doing any crafty stuff, or are you just cruising? When I was taking the picture last night, I was looking at it, I'm like, and I was surprised I was able to see it because it was in a sea of black and brown. And there was one, and I'm like, that looks odd. And there was this one diamond in the whole sea, one drill that was upside down, so it had a flat surface. But I'll tell you what, it stood out like something chronic. But I also yesterday got up to, I read a fair bit of Ballad of Falling Dragons. I got to chapter 42. So yeah. But I started a new book today. So yeah. If it's only a short book, I'll end up getting it finished a bit later. So I'll be finished it by the next book that I have to post for sure. I did start it a bit of it last night, so I didn't get very far though, because I was a little bit tired last night. And I did watch an episode of I started watching Criminal Minds with Savannah, and I think we watched 2 episodes last night, and then then we went to bed, which was about 9:30 I think, and no, it might have been a bit later than that. I think it was a bit later than I stayed up about 20 minutes longer than she did, but I didn't watch any more Criminal Minds or anything, so yeah. She must want to watch it, because she asked me this morning. She goes, "Did you watch any more Criminal Minds? How much more did you watch?" I said, I started watching the next episode, even though you said I could. But I watched the intro, and then the credits started, and I just went, "Yeah, I'm going to bed." And then I went to read, and I read about 3 pages. That was it. And then I went, you know what? I'm going to sleep. As you can see, this section's going to go pretty quickly because of all the block colour. Okay, top corner left of the canvas is done. And save the moon for, and I think I'm going to do the sky parts first, then the castle, and save the moon for last. Cool. Sounds good. That sounds like a really good plan. Need a sip of tea. Yes, I'm drinking a cup of tea. I had a coffee this morning, so I'm super excited. I got approved for another book on NetGalley, which was the Disappearers, I think it is. It came through last night. I'm like, yes. So yeah, that was the one that I'm like, it doesn't come out until September. Probably not going to get it because, you know, they're probably giving out all their NetGalleys and ARCs and stuff like that. And I thought, well, I'll apply for it anyway, see what happens. I might get it. And now that it's on the booker, they might have a few more people, you know, a few more extra ARCs to give away or whatever. And I got it. So yeah, I don't have to. And I got, so there was 2 on the booker list that weren't released yet. Because the cutoff point for release date to meet the criteria is the 30th of September this year. And so there was 2 that were getting published in September. And so there's no way for me to get them, right, to read them. And basically I'm like, sweet. I'll apply for them because I found them on NetGalley, and they haven't archived yet. So the chances are that you could get them. Anyway, I applied for Switzy and I got that. And I also had another 3, I think. Maybe 4. No, 3. Now it's 4. No, another 2, sorry. I had on my I'm getting confused because I did have a couple that were on my NetGalley that I put on my predictions list. And so I was super chuffed because I got another 2 books. So that's 4 books that I didn't have to rush out and buy. And I'm like, yes, and I can read them on my Kindle as well. So yay. So apart from the one I'm reading today, I'm probably going to, because I'm focusing on NetGalley stuff this month, doing the audios, I think what I might do is actually read the ones that I do have on NetGalley this month, and then that way I can get them done, because I need to have 41 books to get to 60% I've got to read. So I would like to be at least, I think if I read all the stuff off my audio shelf, not all of it, but read as much as I can off my audio shelf, and then the 4 other books that I have on NetGalley, that will take me to like 31 books. So I should get to 59, maybe 58%. I'm currently sitting on 53%, and so it works out, I'm pretty sure if I've done the math right, it works out to be 5 books for every 1% that I have with what I've requested so far. So because to get to 60, I'm at 53, so what's that, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so I need 7, 30, 35. So it's actually 6 books. Yeah. 5 point something, so it's closer to 6 books that I need to read to go up a percentage. I was tired yesterday when I did the math on that. So yeah. So if I can, if I can get to 60% by the time I'm at November, at least get up to 58 or 59%, and then by November, which I should be able to do without a problem, get up to 60%, I should be good. And then to go up another, then I think I need, and obviously I need to read like 200 plus books to get to 100%, 300, I think it's 200 books to get to 80%. That I can't remember. Let me just have a look. I'm just opening up my drive. Sorry, I had a message there. I've got to clear out some of my stuff. So to get to 80%, I have to read 164 books. So I reckon by March I should be at that, because that's like what I've already read again, and just focusing on NetGalley. But I've got other books that I want to read as well. So I have DNF one of those. I read enough of it though to And as I said, I'm going to be reading 31 this month. on that. So, and I don't think I could do that every month until the end of the year. And even still, I wouldn't get me to 80%. It'd get me into the 70s. But yeah, I think, and then in November, I will try to get to 70%. I need to read 103. So if I can get to, if I can read 103 books between now off NetGalley and the end of the year, I'll definitely be able to get to 70%. And then basically, and then the first part of the year, I'll just, I'll work on what I've got to do, because we've got, the ARC Madness, March Madness, and so I'll utilize all those. And then we've got Kooky, so I'll use Kooky to do it as well. So I think, ideally, I would like to, I'm still going to request books that could be, women's prize-ish, and I've got to look at non-fiction as well, because that's coming up. So I'm trying to get a lot of those books on NetGalley, so it doesn't hit me in the hip pocket so hard when I do the prize lists. But because Kindle books are getting so expensive now as well, so yeah. Save the moon for last. There is a whole series of these at Walmart right now, and we think I will do a few and frame them, and then get a few for the son to do, and he can hang behind his Legos of the same theme. That'd be cool. Does he like diamond painting? My kids love it. They don't do it all the time, but when they decide they're going to do it, they sit down and do it. There's been a couple that they've started and not really like them. There was one that I was a bit disappointed in. I gave to Savannah. It was a black cat sitting out on a farm fence with all this snow in the background and whatnot, and it was really pretty, and she started it, and then she lost the drills for it somewhere. She thinks she might have thrown them out, and I have not been able to find that chart again, and I was like, I'm so pissed on that. And so yeah, and a lot of the charts that we've had haven't had the same colors in it, so yeah. He says it just takes him a really long time. That's fair. Neroli takes a long time to do them as well, but she does it as she wants to do it, like it just gives her something to do when she's ready to. She actually likes the partials a little bit better than, she's done a couple of partial ones, and she tends to like them a bit better, because I think they go a little bit quicker for her, because she doesn't have to do the whole background. I don't mind doing partials either. They can be quite good. A little quick fix, But I'd have to say that I like doing the rounds, but I think my favorites are definitely the squares, because the coverage that it gives you. Don't get me wrong, I've done some round ones and I absolutely love them, but I don't know. There's just something about the square ones that I'm drawn to more often than not. Just noticed there's some little sporadic colours of this one through the other one. I wouldn't have noticed those. And it seems silly because they're very similar colours, but it does actually show up when you put these extra colours in. Although 823 and 939 are very, very similar in colour. I think the 823 is just slightly lighter. Right, I think I got them all now. Probably haven't. I'll probably spot a few ones, but yeah. See how they're just scattered? Like, I like the Nomi partial. Yeah, the partials are good sometimes, but we also need to work on stuff for the shop too. So who knows? Yeah. I find if I'm struggling to, like, I haven't made anything for my shop for a while. I've got a few things that I've got to make. But I find if I'm struggling to make things for the shop, I just set aside 2 days a week and that's what I work on. So I've got like some knitting bags that I've got to do. I think I've got 3 cut. I've got some project bags that I've got to do and all that sort of stuff. But the problem that I have right now is, do I make the stuff to put on it if I'm going to be going traveling, because I can't post it? So am I better off working on my digital products rather than my other products? I mean, I can just put them up and sell until we go and then just put the shop, remove those from the shop, like put them in a holiday mode. Because we won't be traveling like for weeks and weeks at a time, because we'll have to come back on that for different things. So I think the longest that we might go would be a month. So I can always put that into holiday mode, and I can do that with my shop. So with Etsy, that's why I sort of use the platform. And I also have my my website as well, which I may just put into under construction for the month. So yeah, in holiday mode as well. So people can still purchase if they want to, but they just won't get the item until I get back. And worst case scenario is I can have all the stuff out and I can just send a picture of what it is to Savannah and she can post it out for me. Because, yeah, she, obviously I won't do that now because she's in placement, but when she's back at uni, she's only has to go down in week 10. And then there might be a couple other times, but she can take the posting with her, right? So, yeah. We just also like trying to find something he really likes to do and can do them in a cost-effective time period. Yeah. Right now, his ornaments take him about 3 hours but they are selling on Etsy for $20. Yeah. And he'll get quicker at it as well. Like those ones, I remember when I started doing them, that they took forever to make at first. But then I got myself into like a little, like I got a little production line happening. So I would spend a day doing all the triangles with the iron. So I just spend the whole day at the iron, just sit there listening to a book and just doing them. And then I had a little production line sort of happening. And then the next step, I'd do that. I'd do all of those. And it turned out that I could spend a day and I could get, because I used to sell them as well, I could get anywhere from 5 to 8 done, depending how quick I was, if I got interrupted and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. And a lot of time I used to just sit there at night and do them when the kids were in bed. And I just spend a couple of hours a day doing them. But if I was under the pump, I just did a little production line. Stick an audio book on, and then you just do all the little triangles for it, and yeah. And another thing too, like, I don't know whether you're just doing the stuff and then listing it on your shop. That I would just do them, and as stuff finishes, just list it on that, and then that way it's not a huge amount to list it all in one go, because that is time consuming. That is basically what I'm doing, but I need to get some pics taken. I've already put them on there, but it did not make them public yet. No, that's fair. That's fair. I just realised that the music was still playing very loudly. I do apologise for that. I just turned that down a bit. Nothing like remembering like 40 minutes later. Oh, dear me. Just accidentally touched some stuff over on the keyboard. Hopefully that didn't change any of my settings. Yeah. I got a little confused about the advice I was being given about the picks and frustrated. So it went over to the shush corner. Okay, now trying to clean so I can have a spot to take them. Right now it's a coffee shop, still trying to figure out all the things out. Yeah. So basically you just want to be taking pictures, in my opinion. Like, just go and have a look at Etsy and other shops that are on the coffee platform and see how they're taking their pictures and just mimic that. There's nothing wrong with going and doing a bit of research with, especially for the items that you're selling, right? See what one, you can do like pricing that way, and then you can also see how they're displaying them, and then have a look, because Etsy is quite transparent with how many of each item's been sold. So you can go and have a look and see what's selling, what's not selling, what price it is, how they're displaying it. I'm not saying go and copy exactly how they're doing it, but it'll give you a rough idea. So yeah. And you have to do, stuff that works for you, that makes sense for you, Christina. Like what one person does might not work for what you're selling, right? It might not work in your country either. Like, especially if you're getting advice from someone from a different country on that. So that's why I sort of say, check out eBay as well. Yeah, pricing is tricky. But my best advice is go and look for the items that you're selling, or something that's very similar to what you're selling, and see what they're selling them for. Make sure that you write down all the costs that you've got as well, that has taken to create said product, and and to see what other stuff's selling for. But just remember that a lot of crafters undersell themselves on that. So just make sure that you're not underselling yourself. You've got to be able to make, you're not doing your shop for charity. You're doing it, well, I assume you're not doing it for charity. You're doing it to make a profit, right? So you've got to look at it in that aspect. Brendan's so lost at the moment. What I think it should sell for, I was told, was way too low. But I am a broke-ass bitch. So I was thinking what I would buy them for, and I was told that was wrong. Yes, that is wrong, because that actually does a disservice to everybody else that is in the craft. It sets that precedence that people think that they can lowball you, and that's not what you should be doing. And the price they told me seems way too high. No, it's probably not. I'm just going to set us to a break, and we'll come back to this, Christina. Actually, I'll probably talk to you in private about this. But yeah, I will give you some advice, so you can take the advice or you cannot. It's up to you, but it'll just give you a different way of looking at it. So yeah, I'm not going to. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to be making money, okay? So if you're going to fork out money, you've got to be making money back. You need to be able to make money back to buy more supplies, to make more product, and also make some money to live on, right? I'm assuming that's what you want to do, right? So, yeah. All right, with the timer's just gone off, we're going to have what's the time? We're going to have a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back and do a little bit more diamond punning. I need to go to the loo. That's the main reason that we're having a break. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't worry about it. But let me bring the banner up. And when I find it, we will edit. And we will be back at 11:30. So half past the hour, wherever you are. And yeah, we'll be back then. So I will see you all in 10 minutes. We're just having a little shorter ones today. All right, we're back. Sorry, that took a little bit longer than I expected. Oh, just an extra 6 minutes. You got a 15-minute break. Sorry about that. All right, let's get back into this. And I've lost one of my clips. Oh, there it is. So yeah. And I messaged Brendan as well, and he was feeling a bit lost this morning and didn't know what he was going to be doing and whatnot. And he wanted to go and do something with me, and then he's had a couple of jobs come in, so he's going to go do those. And I'm like, well, that's awesome. At least you get moving and whatnot. So. But now that he's moving, I won't have to rush over there, because what I was going to do is just grab my computer and everything after I finish here, and go over there, just take everything over, have a shower over at his place and all that sort of stuff, and then just write my reviews. But now I can have a shower here. I don't have to rush as much. And then I can get over to his place and be there when he gets home. So yeah. And then we're going to be setting up for his live stream today and when he gets home, which should frustrate the shit out of him and whatnot. So, yeah. So he gets very frustrated with different things. So, yeah. So, I don't know if I'll get this done today. I'll be getting this colour done. I've only got 3 more rows to do with this colour, but I don't know. Oh, no, I don't. I've got all this up here to do yet. So, yeah, no. I don't know whether I'll get this all done today. Let me just start the timer. And where is it? There it is. All right, we'll do our next 45 minutes. This will be our last 45 too. Just a short one today, because as I said, I do have to get over to Brenda's. I just don't have to rush out the door now. So yeah, which is good. I don't know why I made that little box there. I think it's just because where they ended, and it just ended up being that. All right. I was sitting here before thinking to myself, what am I going to have for lunch today? And then I remembered, oh, that's right, I pulled out some roast chicken yesterday. So I when I went out I let Alfie out, I grabbed some brioche rolls out of the freezer. So they're defrosting. So I think I'm going to have a chicken and cheese, chicken, cheese and onion roll for lunch. Give me the protein I need, a little bit of carbs. I had a banana, so I've got to get some more bananas for Savannah. So I took her second last one. She's got one for tomorrow, but yeah. So yeah. I think that is Debbie has just joined us. Hi, I'm new to your channel and I'm working on a cheap Temu diamond painting kit of a pig head girl. Nice. Welcome on in from Twitch. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I am working on a massive piece. It's huge, absolutely huge. But I can show you what it looks like because I can just go back to where it was. Let me just bring it up. And I'm almost finished this piece, which is really good. I'm really happy with. And I will just share this with you. Add to stage, and we want to go here. Switch it around a bit. So this is what I'm working on, and I'm just working up just near the cat's ear at the moment, so you can see it down here. I'm doing that part of the window. And yeah, I've had some cheap ones off like AliExpress, which is essentially Temu as well. And like gifts have been bought for me, and they're okay. Like they're not too bad. As far as diamond paintings go, this particular one is from Diamond Art Club. And it was a gift from a friend. They got it for me ages ago. I got it a couple of years ago. Actually, it wasn't. Yeah, a couple of years ago. And I said that I started this in 2024. But I actually started in 2025 at the beginning. Because I'd lost my diamond painting journal, and it had that information in there. And for some reason, I thought I started in 2024, but it wasn't. It was in 2025 I started it, because I didn't have my diamond painting room, and this was the first one that I started in my diamond painting room. And in 2025, I was doing a video a day. I was vlogging. So yeah, yes, it is a Diamond Art Club. It is definitely a Diamond Art Club. So yeah. So I am doing a video a day this month, and this is what I'm working on. But I have actually almost finished this. So I've got a couple of other cheaper diamond paintings from places like AliExpress, and also a subscription box that I got ages and ages ago called Easy Whim. And then I've got a couple of those to do. So, and I also get stuff from Fansell, so FANSELLS.com. I get stuff from there, really reasonably priced as well. So yeah. And where are you watching from? Let us know as well. I know you're watching on Twitch, but whereabouts in the big wide world are you watching from? And we do reverse what we call reverse sprints. So I chit chat while we're crafting, and then we have a 10 or 15 minute break, or in the case that we just had a 20-minute break because I got caught up. And yeah, and we get some done. So we're going to be here for another 45 minutes, 50 minutes before we finish up for the day. Tanya's also joined us as well. Hello, Tanya. Welcome on in. Hi, Nicole and fellow crafters and bookworms. Hope everyone is having a great day and a productive day. We are having a very productive day today. I don't know why I just put those away, because I still need to do those. I forgot about this section up here. I could possibly finish that if I wanted to, but what am I looking for? 29. So yeah, and I'm getting this particular one finished because I've got several other smaller ones from Fansell that I want to get done as well that I haven't not started yet. And generally my yearly goal is to have one big piece like this done, where I work on this one slowly throughout the year, and then I work on a heap of smaller pieces. And I'm getting ready to start a Heaven and Earth design diamond painting next year. So I want to have this cleared off the table. Where is my stuff? Is it in here still? Yes, it is. There it is. I want to work on a Heaven and Earth design one, which has 90 colors in it. And for the life of me, I cannot remember how big it is, but I'm pretty sure it's as big as this one. Watching from Texas. After I'm done with this one, I'm wanting to splurge on a good quality piece. Yeah. That I get a lot of as I said, my stuff from Fansells, and I've had several gifts of ones from AliExpress, and I have done several I've actually purchased some from AliExpress when I first started in 2018. I started diamond painting, and diamond painting actually got me into cross stitch as well. So, and I don't know which I like better, to be honest. But what I generally do is I just basically save up. So when I go shopping each week and whatnot, I might have some money left over from the food budget, and I just put that into a kitty, and I'll either buy books with it. Most of the time I buy books with it, but sometimes I'll add it to my diamond painting kitty. And I go on to Diamond Art Club, and I I've got a wish list there, and basically I just sort of cruise along through the wish list, and whatever jumps out at me, I'll put that into my cart. And I usually get between two, as long as I can get free shipping. I usually get anywhere from 2 to sometimes I've got 4, and I do that probably once every couple of years. So I've got a little bit of a stockpile now, because they're super expensive for me, because you've got the conversion, and then you've also got the and I actually don't know, because I haven't bought any from Diamond Art Club in a while, because I've got about 10 now. I don't know if they still offer free shipping, but the couple of times that I did buy off them, I got free shipping. So but their charts are always really good, their drills are always really good. And as I said, I've got a couple of heaven and earth ones that I want to do, and one of them is starting next year. I started on the 1st of January. So yeah, I'm super excited to do it, because I've had them here for a while. And then I just work through these ones like relatively slow. Like, I don't just work on them all the time. I just do a little bit here, a little bit there, and then try to have them done within a year. This one, it got damaged, and so I had to get the adhesive and fix it, and I was a little bit disheartened. So this is the first time this year that I've worked on it, and I didn't get it finished last year, but I started working on it on the 1st of this month, and I was at the other end of, I'm now at the right-hand side of it. I was right over at the left-hand side, and I'm thinking that I'll probably have this finished by Saturday, if not Friday. And I thought I'll just do a video a day, and that will get me in the swing of things of working on it, and hopefully I'll get it done by the end of August. If I don't, it doesn't matter, as long as I've got it done by the end of the year, but it's going to be finished mid-August. And so I'll be working on a heap of fan sale ones, because my goal is to do one big piece, and then usually I aim for 12. If I get to 12 smaller pieces, that's fine. If I don't, it doesn't matter either. But that's sort of the goal that I have each year. Most years I make it, so yeah. Jean says, hey, Nicole, I'm finally able to join and log into a course I signed up for earlier this year, but could not get in, and almost had written it off, but I was able to sign in and view the content. Nice. What course is that you're doing, Jean? Let us know in the comments. And how's your day been? Have you had a busy day? Wow, there's some static in these ones. I don't have any dry sheets here either. So yeah. But I do I forgot to grab the one that I was going to show you what I'm going to work on in I was thinking about that I might start before next year, but then Savannah's like, no, just work on what you said you were going to work on. I mean, it's so nice. No, but just bear with me for a minute. I'm going to go grab it so I can show you. I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, I'm back. So this one is called The Spiral. It's by Ivy Dallimore. It is a square. It's 22 inches by 31 inches. So I could probably do this by the end of the year. I might be able to start it, it's in portrait, and it's 55.8 centimeters by 78.7 centimeters. Let me just see if I can get the little baggie out. It's been in here for a while because I got this ages ago. I don't think I can get it out, to be honest. Maybe the other end. But I'm just trying to show you the picture of it. Ooh. The stickers in here? Yeah, they're down this end. Oh, I can get them. There we go. All right. Where's the big sticker? There it is, right there. All right, the big sticker will be better. You know what? I think I'm going to start this one and finish this one. I'll finish my fairy and I'll finish the clock that I'm going to do. But I definitely am going to do this one. I just love it so much. I want to have it. I want to have it up in my library and whatnot. So yeah, definitely going to be working on this one. So Diamond Art Club comes with like a little toolkit. It has all the things in it. This is a square one. It's completely sealed up. So I'll probably end up just leaving this in here. But just so you know what you get in a Diamond Art Club, you get the canvas, you get a whole heap of baggies, you get washi tape, you get a little cover minder. Okay, so there's that one there. It's like a little clamshell. You get heart-shaped wax, and it comes in a little container. It never used to, but it does. You get a couple of different places. They are just plastic, but you can buy metal ones. You get a grippy. You get a little boat that you can use that has a stopper in the end, which is good. That never used to be the case, but they've upped that. So yeah, so that's good. And I actually like that a lot. Obviously, you get a washi tape. You also get the weapons, which are the tweezers, which are so sharp. I just put these in a drawer now because I've got so many of them, because you also get them with the cheap ones from Temu and fan sales and stuff like that. So I've got heaps of these and I just pop them in the thing. And then you get like a little plastic pen that you can, which is a little bit glittery. And you can use this like for single placing and stuff like that. And then obviously you can use it as a multi-placer as well. So you get everything that you need to work on it. And the little grippy actually works really well so you don't hurt your fingers and stuff like that. So they are a little bit tricky to get on at times though. So yeah, but yeah, so you get all of that in there. And of course you get a washi tape, so which generally matches your piece that you have. So and I'll just keep all that together. And what I want to learn how to make Diamond pens, the places, because I've got so many of those, but utilizing what I've got here. I've got so many. All right, so that's the little kit, and this is the chart that I'm going to do. So it is a witch, but look at the hat. The hat has all of this stuff on it. It's got a little girl walking on it. It's got a little fox. It's got some trees, some pumpkins. And I'm thinking, like, I was going to save this till autumn, but I'm thinking that I might actually start this in October and hopefully can get it finished. It's got 45 colors in it. So, yeah, and I can put that into my journal. But she's so pretty, right? She's so pretty. That's what I want to do. It's called The Spiral. So it's got like a little staircase that goes around her hat. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I think that is one that I'm going to do. Let me just put that over there, out of the way. And you get all these little stickers as well that you can put on the edge of the box. But I don't use them for that. So yeah, and these are some of the other ones that I've got as well. So I've got that little witchy poo there. Trying to get the camera without the glare because I've got an overhead light. So I've got that little witchy poo there. I've got that for the library, which is tea and books, which I probably give to Savannah for her library because she's a teetotaler and whatnot, but it's got the classic books on it as well. Got Rhiannon, very dark, witchy vibe and all that sort of stuff, which is another one that I'll frame. Then I've got an altar, a witchy altar as well. Come on, focus, Linda. There we go. We've got a cat and a hat. It's Oberon. And then the witchy one that I'm thinking I'm going to do. I think I will enjoy doing that. See, and and this is, yeah, you can place it in your logbook or anywhere you feel like you need to place it. And luckily it's sticker paper, it comes off. So yeah, and I've got other ones in there as well. That's not all of them. So these are all Diamond Art Club, and I've got, what's that? That's 6, and there's probably another 5 in there. Yeah, I've got about 11 or 12 on that. So yeah, but that's the one I'm going to do. I'm going to work on that one. So I'm going to leave that out. So yeah, you'll get to see that. And that's the beauty of having them. You can just make them whenever you want. On that. So yeah. All right. Let's get back to the comments. There's lots of comments there. Come on, it's a bit slow. Yeah. All right, where was I up to? Whenever I've been coming into your sprints, it takes me to the beginning, and I'm like, why is Nicole not seeing my content comment? Yeah, because you're at the beginning. So yeah, Sadi has also joined us. Hello. You also get weapons. I love that you said that. Yeah, they're so vicious. They are so vicious. Like, my girls often use them. Like, these are the ones that you get just out of the cheaper ones. These are an old set, so I generally put all of those weapons away. But I have hurt myself so many times with these. They're so sharp. I've got them in my bathroom. I use them for plucking hairs out. I've given them to people that haven't got any of them or anything like that. Because I've been doing it for so long, I've just had so many. But I do try to hold on to these ones because they are really good. And they are super sharp, and they're really good for picking up round or square on that. But you tend to only get the tweezers with the square ones, square drills. You don't necessarily get them with the round ones with Diamond Art Club, and even other ones as well. There's been a couple that I've got from fan sales that have been round, and I got the tweezers, but for the most part, it's only with the squares. And I have been multi-placing for a while now, so it took me a little while to get the hang of it. But it's really good when you're doing like what this is, which is just block coloring. Essentially, I've only got 2 colors. And I'm not someone that gets a lot of bells and whistles stuff. So anything that I use, I enjoy using, and it's really good. So yeah, it's pretty, right? I love it. Hello to Sadia. Christina also loves it as well. It's beautiful. Hey, like I've got 3, which is there's her and then 2 other ones. And I think I've got a heap of I've got fairies and dragons and all that sort of stuff that I got from the Diamond what was it, Easy Whim subscription box. I used to get 2 in each one. One would be a landscape and one would be a fantasy. So yeah. I'm at 17% of Ministry of Witches. It has been a writing week, not a reading week. That's fair. It's so pretty. It is very pretty. I'm excited. It's very autumnal for sure. So I know that I should probably leave it for autumn, but I'm really like it. I would like to have it finished for autumn to hang it up. So yeah, and technically we're only we can say that we're getting close to. I can say I'm in fall soon. So yeah. Hi Jean, welcome on in from Christina, and hey Christina, how are the boys? Did you see my comment about the course? I did see a comment about you had taken ages to get in there. So yeah. You said that you were finally able to log in. Yes, I did see that. I also talked about it. So yeah. I love the purple pen. Yeah, I'm a bit of a purple girl. So the one of these, this one is from Admiral Zest. No, this one is from Admiral Zest, I think. This one. Because my friend, when she sent me a gift, so she sent me this and the purple tray, so they go together. And I've got a little, I also have a little trash, so you can put your diamond. Where is it? There it is. So I've got one of these, and I put a magnet on the back of it, so I can use it as a cover minder as well. And anything that, like any drills that are crappy, I put in this. It also came with a pencil case as well, which was purple, because purple's my favorite color. So yeah. But I took the cover paper off this and put release papers on it, because I do a section at a time. So I don't necessarily have to use this anymore. But when I'm out on my diamond painting desk, which this is not, I tend to just put this on the thing, so I don't get drills everywhere through the house, because I've got a little like alcove that has an architect table in it, so it's on a lean, and it's got all my diamond art club stuff and diamond painting stuff in there. But my lamp got broken by the kitty cats. So I've been out here because the light, I don't have an overhead light in there, and my lamp is broken. I've got to take it to an electrician to get them to replace it. All the cords and stuff like that. So yeah. To Jean, they are fine. Cut is sleeping. Sun is on, maybe last fine, a second or second to last. Are you streaming on YouTube too? Yes. My channel name on YouTube for craft is Divana Lee Designs. And I'm pretty sure Christina will drop it. Let me just get it. Actually, I can get it myself. I'll bring you to this stream on there. Oh, so yeah. All right, there. This is Divana Lee Designs. This is the stream that you're on now, but on YouTube. Studio, it's called. So if you search up that, if this link doesn't work for you, you can always search up that. My name is also Nicole Reed. You'll also find me that way as well. So yeah, that's there for you. And I'm pretty sure, is your name pronounced Dehemi? So Demi, the H is silent, or Demi? Let me know on that. And because I'd like to get your name right. I mean, if that's a screen name, just break it down phonetically for me. That would be absolutely fantastic. Tanya says, I love purple too. Amazing. AMZ is my favorite supplier. Oh, Amazon? Is that Amazon? I haven't heard of them before. Oh, add more zest. Sorry. I've got it now. Yeah, it's all right. Finally got what you meant about the vine. Shouldn't have been taking it. It should have been taking that long. I'm sure it will be pretty when it's done. Yes, it will be. I think so. It looks really pretty right now. It does. Like when you showed me the other day. Yeah. But you're not on Twitch. That's cool. I've just posted it then, so it's on Twitch as well. So yeah. Well, I am, but not right now. Yeah, that's fair. Dehemi. Yeah. So you pronounce it. So you pronounce the H. Okay, cool. Awesome. Dehemi. Cool. Excellent. Excellent. I'm glad I got it right. See, guys, I can pronounce names. So yeah, and I also have a book channel as well, which is called Dusty Book Sniffers. But if you put in Nicole Reed into YouTube, I've been on YouTube since 2018, doing tutorials and all that sort of stuff. If you put in Nicole Reed, my craft one will come up, and my Dusty Book Sniffers should start to come up soon. Like if it hasn't already, it should start coming up because it's connected. So yeah. Awesome. I'm glad I got it right the first time. All right, let's get some more. Yeah, I know, right? Where's Jamie when I want to show off? She's not here. So yeah, but you're all witness to it. So you can all say, hey, she can pronounce names. No, so yeah. I asked if the H was silent because my daughter's name is Dharma, and I also have my other daughter's name. It was very impressive. Thanks, Jean. I appreciate it. I'm so just so you get an idea, if you're new here, I suck at pronouncing names. I always mess it up. And I read books, and there's Jamie likes to put in really obscure authors. I think Jamie just looks for books with hard names for you, just for you. I know, right? And Jamie puts all these like really hard authors in, and then I try to pronounce them, and we have a good chuckle about it. That because I always inevitably mess it up on that. But as I was saying, the reason I asked if the H was silent is because my daughter's name is Dharma, and it's DH, and the H is silent. And I have a daughter named Savannah, and it's with one N and a H at the end because it's actually Savannah, not Savannah. And most people pronounce it as Savannah, and she goes by Savannah. But her name is actually Savannah. And every now and again, she'll be in a class, and a teacher from Europe, specifically Spain or Croatia, will actually say Savannah because that's how it's spelt there. Sometimes with the H, sometimes without. And so, yeah. So that's why I asked. Dehemi. I like it. It's a pretty name. That is a pretty name. I like that. Really like that name. And then I have my youngest daughter. Her name's Neralee. And that is spelled how it sounds. Nera. No, it is. How do you think you would pronounce the name? Well, it depends where you come from, because some people pronounce that as Neralee or Neroli. That, even though there's only one L. So I've heard it pronounced both ways. It is a character in a book from an author in New Zealand, but it's probably pronounced Neralee. Okay, because when I had Neralee, that's how a lot of people were spelling her name, but her name is actually Neralee, because her middle name is Anne. So I wanted to hyphenate her name, so it would have been Neralee Anne. So yeah. But some people pronounce that Neroli, other people pronounce it Neralee. On that, I'm pretty sure if it's spelt like that, which is the herb, which is orange blossom, it can be substituted for orange blossom. If I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Neroli, but I'm not 100% sure on that. If you put it into Google, it will tell you on that. So. Because I think it's Italian. Okay, so according to where's my headphones? Because I'm pretty sure this has gone Bluetooth. So according to this, if it's British, it's Neroli. So NER. R-UH-LEE. That's in British English, or Nera, so as in nair, as in hair remover, nair hair remover. It's in American English, it's Neralee. So yeah. But I spelt it different because I wanted to spell a different one. So yeah, so it's either Nera or Neralee on that. So if you're in Britain, it's Neralee, and if you're in America, it's Neralee. So that's how it's pronounced. So the choice is yours there, Jean, on that. And that's according to Google on that. So and Australian is Nera. So but Nera, Nera. So yeah. We also have a silver here as well. Okay, so this is Demi here. Okay, cool. I'm now here. Usually watch Twitch while diamond painting, and I thought, I wonder if people live stream diamond painting, and that's how I found you. Well, there you go. There you go. That's amazing. On that, yeah, I've been I have been streaming all month for diamond painting. I do cross stitch as well, and that's pretty much all I've done on Twitch on that, because I've only just started in June, I think it was, started to live stream to Twitch. So yeah, so I dual stream to both audiences and whatnot. But I do appreciate you finding me on Twitch. And you're more than I'd love it if you follow me over there as well. So yeah. So welcome on in to the YouTubes now. And on Fridays, which is your Thursday night, I actually stream from Dusty Book Sniffers and to Twitch, and we do them a little bit different. We actually go quiet, turn the mic down for an hour, and then we read. And this month I'm also diamond painting at the same time. So I'm listening to audiobooks and whatnot. And yeah. But I'm glad you found me. That's awesome. I was starting to wonder if anybody was doing diamond painting myself, because I hadn't seen anybody. But I usually talk about books, and I on Dusty Book Sniffers, and I do talk about different crafts and everything while I'm on Divinely Designed. So yeah. I ended up starting a book channel because a lot of people were getting shirty about me talking about books here, because it's a craft channel. And I'm like, yeah, cool. I do other things than craft. But anyway, I'm going to go with your pronunciation, and it's the main character sister. There you go. There you go. Is the main character named Savannah? Maybe Savannah's writing under a pseudonym and says she's from New Zealand. Because Savannah does write. I don't think she'll ever publish anything. She just likes to write just because she likes to write. I don't think she's actually published any fanfic or anything like that. So yeah. And I think one of her friends also writes as well, and they just share it with themselves, like amongst their group. So yeah. So what is the course that you were locked out of and now you can get into? What is that? All right, we finished that color. That's cool. And now I can move on to this, and this is all the same color that we're about to do. So yeah. I reckon I will have this finished. By the weekend, definitely, because I mean, I've only got this section to do, and then this white section down here is not as big as this. So yeah, no, the name of the main character is called Cam. Okay, cool. What book is this you're reading? Let me know. I don't think you mentioned that. Just so you know, Jean, I don't actually put all the comments up on the screen. So I do get to your comments. I just don't put them up on the screen while I'm doing diamond painting. So yeah, so there's that. So sometimes it might seem like I haven't seen your comment, but I actually have, and whatnot. So yeah. What am I looking for? 39. Oh, that was extra full. So this color is like a blue black. So yeah, it's slightly darker. And the color is 939. All right. Let's get some drills down, shall we? These ones aren't as staticky. That last color that I was using, I've run out of dry sheets. I thought I had another, but I think I actually gave them to Neroli on that. So I've got to get some more because you cut up the little dry sheets and you put, when there's lots of static, you put them in and just shake them around. And then that way they don't stick together. The static goes out of them. And you use the same thing you use in your dryer to stop your clothes from getting all staticky. Christina. I just spilled some drills. Maybe it's time for bed, but I have a couple more hours to go. Oh no, I did that the other day. But luckily I spilt them in, because I've got these little, I got these off Amazon. I think I got these. They're little drawer organizers, and they clamp into each other, and so I can, you know, pick them up and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so I but you can see I've spilt them. I picked up a packet and they went everywhere, but luckily it was in that. So yeah. Sorry, you mentioned a bit ago on Friday nights you do 1 hour of reading audiobooks. Is it like a book club where everyone is reading the same book? Sorry. No, it's not a dumb question, not at all. So I do what they call reading sprints here on YouTube. I don't know if they do them over on Twitch, but I have been doing them because I stream to Twitch now. And so basically what happens is we meet up, you're Texas, so you're EDT, I think. So we meet up at 7:00. And you can read whatever you want, but generally on Fridays we do have a book club. It's called Seriously Serious. This month we're not doing it. And its sprints is like body doubling. So we all meet up and we all read whatever book we're reading. And so we go quiet. The mic goes quiet for an hour, so there's no talking. And then we come back and have chatty bits after an hour. And then we'll chat for a little bit, go through the comments, get to the end of the comments, and then go to another reading sprint. And we do that. But I diamond paint. I'm also diamond painting this month, and we haven't got the book club running this month. So Central, Texas is Central. Okay, so yeah, so it might be, what's that? It's 2 hours before, isn't it? That's Coda is Central, right? Or is he Mountain Time? And not everybody's doing audiobooks. Some people are reading physically. Some people are doing audiobooks and all that sort of stuff. But we hang out for about 6 hours. Obviously, you know, it might be too late for you to hang out for the full 6 hours, but it's a great way to do some crafting, and it's a great way to get some books read as well. So you're more than welcome to join. As I said, this month I'm actually dual streaming from my booktube channel to my craft channel, because I'm doing a video a day here on the channel to get this diamond painting done and some other stuff as well. So yeah. And there is like if you're looking for more of that sort of stuff on YouTube, there is what we call the booktube Bible or the booktube Bible, and it has everybody that is doing that sort of sprints. So yeah, but it's a way of connecting with the community and all that sort of stuff, and there's a whole heap of us that do that sort of thing. And I usually have a sidekick with me on Friday, which is your Thursday night, and his name is Coda, and we hang out, so it would be an hour's difference. Yeah. That, so it'll be at 6:00 where I start. If I start at 9, Christina, is that right? Christina is booktube mama, and Christina has usually dropping all the links, knowing what's going on. Also is really good with getting good at time zones and all that sort of stuff, and has just dropped the link here on YouTube for the sprinting and readathon fun. So if you are an avid reader, there's lots of readathons that happen as well, and you'll meet some amazing people. Some will be a cup of tea, some might not be a cup of tea, but yeah, we generally hang out. And this month, as I said, I'm doing the diamond painting, which I want to get finished because I've been working on this for way too long. And so that's why I've been doing a video a day over here. And I've sort of had a bit of a hiatus off this channel, so it was a good way of getting back into the swing of things. But we do readathons, we talk about books and all that sort of stuff over on the booktube channel, and we do craft and some books over here. So sometimes if I've got I review craft books and whatnot. Generally I do 1 or 2 live streams a week here on the craft channel. I don't normally do every day. But I'm actually considering doing more live streaming over here, and maybe not for a long period of time either. So like maybe only 2 hours. Like today we're only doing 3. We're gonna, once the alarm goes off, we'll be wrapping up for the day, and then which goes off in about a minute. And yeah, so sometimes I go a bit longer. I've just got to go and help my partner. He wants to set up for live streams and whatnot. I don't have to rush off now. That's why I've gone a little bit longer than I was going to. But I need to go and help him set up for live streams. And he's a little bit techie challenged at times, and he gets very frustrated if it doesn't seem simple to him. So I'm just going over there to show him how to set up and show him actually how simple it is. Yes, and Coda normally starts. Yeah. The course is called How to Write a Novel. When I signed up for it, I thought it was live, but it's ended being pre-recorded. But at least I can watch the videos. Yeah, well, there you go. That's cool. At least you can watch the videos on that, and won't get my work reviewed. But you can ask other people to review it. Like, you know, a few people. Technically, help is very lacking with university and college courses. It's very lacking. They got your money. So they help a little bit, and that's not a lot. Yeah. So for Coda, who is usually on a Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Daylight Time, on Sundays, and I'm 8 p.m. on Fridays. And usually Nicole starts around 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, yes, and Thursdays. That's correct. Yeah, so basically there's lots of stuff happening. So that would be 6 or 7 for you in Texas, right? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, lots of information coming through there on that. But if you check out the BookTube Bibble, you'll find lots of stuff in there, and you'll find some crafty peeps as well. There's lots of crafty peeps hanging out and all the things. So yeah. But you just heard the alarm go off then. That means that we have come to the end of our time today. As I said, today I have to go over and help Brendan get set up for live streams and stuff. He's just sent me a message before saying that he was heading off to get stuff. So, yeah. Yes, that is correct, BookTube Mama. So, yep, we got the 6 and 7 for you in Texas. Excellent. BookTube Mama is Christina. If you're wondering, as well. And yes, that is correct. I'm going to take a shower, but I'm going to leave you on in the living room and not take you with me. That's okay. Thanks for the sprints. I'm about to finish up anyway, because that was our last little reverse sprint. So here on the craft channel, except for Thursday nights and Tuesday nights, I do reverse sprints during the month of August. So yeah. But check out the Bible. Be sure the tabs at the bottom, there is a page for every day. There we go. Oh, just knock that out of the way. See how loose it is? I've got to put some glue in that to fix that up. So, yeah. Crafty sprints, reading sprints, study, productivity, writing. There's all sorts of stuff there. Most definitely. But with that, I'm going to bid you farewell. I'm going to go and help my husband do his stuff. But I've got to also have a shower as well, and I'm not taking you all with me. So, yeah. So I will see you all again tomorrow here at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I will be here, and I will be streaming to Twitch as well. Nicole loves shower sprints. No, I do not. So, yeah. Anyway, I just think it's weird. Okay, thank you so much for joining me all today, and as always, have a wonderful day no matter where you're watching from. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, either Twitch or here, or Dusty Book Sifters. Hit the like button on the way out, and of course I will see you all at the same time tomorrow, which is 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is 3.5 hours ago wherever you are. And I hope that you have a wonderful day and a wonderful sleep no matter where you are. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.